Hi, and welcome back to Late Night
GAG.
On last week, we were talking about relationship problems. We were talking about an individual that had a problem with giving their heart to someone and not giving them anything in return. So that's where we're going to start back from last week's episode.
Well, I believe that in a relationship, anytime you give something, you should seek something in return. I don't think that a relationship is all of me and none of you. I think that, in a relationship, it definitely should be a balance of, you give, I give, I take, you take. It's not so much about so much, you give. And I think it's very, very important and, a must that you see to it that you and that person are on the same page before your feelings begin to get so involved in it and so into it, because if I feel for you in a way that you don't feel for me, then I could get hurt and vice versa. So
It's not funny that you mentioned something like that. Earlier, we were in Walmart, so ironically speaking, and we were talking about relationships. We were talking about couples. When you see two individuals together in unity as in a relationship.
Isn't that a beautiful thing to see them together in unity?
It is. But the thing about it, you see two individuals in this relationship. If you remove one from relationship, what do you have?
One person.
Okay. So if you are in, you see two people that's in a relationship, it's two of them.
I gotta figure this two of them.
It's two of them! Like, where'd you go with this, bitch? Go ahead,
two
girl.
of them.
Go ahead,
It's two of them in a relationship, okay? You have one that's financially able, car, apartment, all of that.
Just
Yeah.
one?
Listen. Now listen.
There's two of them.
There's two of them though. But that one person is financially able, stable, has a car, job, functional. The other person, jobless, carless, no source of income coming in. But they're together. When you remove that weak from that strong, what do you have?
You still have one person.
Okay.
You ain't got nothing. You putting them apart. So we could have went this way, the strong with that way. Gang of
They're
nothing.
nothing.
Huh?
You have
Bitch, you got two
you
people.
got two people.
They together. Strong. Weak. They gone.
Well, I thought if you have two people and they together, you have two people that are together. When one leaves, you still have one person.
You don't have that relationship, it's gone.
Well, yeah, the relationship is gone.
How do you feel about that? If you're the strong one in a relationship and you're dealing with a weak mind, weak soul.
Well, I don't feel any way about that because I'm not going to be in a relationship where I have to be strong and you have to be weak, or you have to be weak and I have to be strong. Now, there are areas that I will be stronger than you, but I don't necessarily see that as strong and weak. Just because I am the one that may be the breadwinner does not make me strong, because you may keep the house together. So it does not, I don't feel like there's a weak and a strong, but I personally will never be in a relationship with anybody who can't offer me nothing, because nothing from nothing will always leave nothing. So,
but what if before, like when y'all started the relationship, everything was strong? I got mine, you have yours, but together it's together.
It's very
but
good.
While in the relationship, that two strong people, because they both were strong, one of them dropped the bomb and became weak.
Well, it would depend definitely on the situation and what happened. Because honestly, if I attract someone, a quality that I like about them is the fact that they are strong and they are independent and they do have their own. And unless there's a special circumstance and they begin to lose that, which means that they will lose themselves, which means that they will lose a reason that I like them. So,
well, what would you do in the relationship situation to keep it?
Well, as all relationship situation comes when there's a flame dying or when there's a problem, I would address the issue. I will let them know my concerns with the issue, and I will try my best to understand why they are going down or why they're changing or whatever the case may be. But I will let them know that, depending on the situation, because every situation is different, but if they didn't, get back to what I need, I'm used to them being, then the relationship is going to be a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker for me.
But you will communicate.
I definitely.
Because communication is the key to all relationships.
Because you cannot have a relationship at all without communication.
My back is tender.
I'm sorry to hear about your back, but we're talking about relationships. We're not talking about your
That's
bad
why
back.
her back tender.
No, You know what? Yes. Why is your back tender?
I'm lonely.
You're lonely. We here for you.
Not in the way I want you to be there, but you're there. You're always been there.
We're here for you, but what do you want? Keep
Are
it
you
there.
lonely or are you alone?
I'm not alone. I'm never alone because I
I'm
know that God's
never
gonna have my back.
alone.
But I'm lonely in a physical way where I don't have
Intimacy.
intimacy, or someone just to call and say, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" Just someone, a friend.
Wait a
A
minute.
friend.
No, you have
Wait.
a lot of
You
friends.
have.
We're here for
No, I
you.
don't have a lot of friends.
No.
I have some associates. I have a few friends.
Okay.
But I have some great associates. But I have few
Okay.
friends.
Well, why do you? You're lonely. You say you're lonely.
Yeah.
Okay. You're lonely.
I think you're alone, not lonely.
Why?
I need that yike in my life.
Oh.
Why didn't you take my advice months and months ago dealing with your situation?
Why you
I-
gotta put that
I
lady
told-
situation on blast like
Okay.
that? Why everybody
Put it on
got she
national
dealing with
TV.
stuff months and months and months ago? Oh my gosh! But anyway, why did you take
No,
this young man
to be-
advice
to be-
months and
to be-
months
to
ago?
be quite
Why
honest
did you
with
take
you.
this young man advice months and months ago? Since
To
he
be
put
quite
it out
honest
there, I
with you.
didn't.
To
He
be
put it
quite,
out.
to be quite honest with you, I personally feel that even though you're talking to someone, you should always have friends on the side. Not saying it's anything sexually or anything in that nature. I'm just saying.
So you saying
if-
keep your options open?
keep your options open. Therefore, when you have that base, someone that's your friend, don't push them to the side.
Only
Keep
when
them.
they're- But what if?
Communicate with them, even though it might not be going the way you wanted to, as far as you're not trying to build that relationship with them, but you have that friendship. So keep that. So therefore, the person that you are trying to make the relationship, if it doesn't work out, you still have that friend you can call and talk to about your issue, or y'all can get closer. Because sometimes when you have problems dealing with another male or individual, when you go to that other person, that brings y'all closer together.
But what if you and that person have established the fact that you are going to be exclusive? Then you can't have this person that you're exclusive with and still have these other friends, because you just said that you should keep your options open.
You
So that's-
should. But I'm saying but you have to think about, if you and this person are exclusive, that's cool.
They don't know what exclusive.
Exclusive.
That is the new word for the
All
week.
right,
Exclusive.
exclusive.
If you and this other person are exclusive, that's cool. But I feel
Exclusive.
that the other person might have been there before that other individual, so y'all should be friends, right or wrong.
Right.
So
Because
it
even
But
doesn't
what
matter.
kind of friends? See, because that causes problems. Because I
It
personally,
does, but like you told me, okay, say your ex, y'all been together, y'all was together for a while.
Mhm.
Y'all gonna maintain that friendship no matter whether y'all were together or not together anyway. Y'all gonna have that bond because if y'all been like that, you know, y'all
But-
had that history.
but I don't want you talking to him every day neither, though. All day, every day, all wee wee hours of the night, blase blase.
Oh yeah, you're right, but
no.
some people relationship they can't always coach their partner or their significant other. It's like, oh babe, I want to talk to you about this. They want to get a friend's opinion first before they approach that person, because say I'm dating
Actually, to
you.
be quite honest with you, it's easier to talk to somebody else before you talk to that person that
Yeah.
you're with.
Not
Simply,
with me.
simply because the other person can give you more advice than the person you were with.
Especially
you're
their
with.
true
That
friend.
person that you're with, they're there with you, so they're gonna try to sugarcoat it and not be straight up front. Your friend or the other person you go to, they're gonna be straight up front with you.
Right. I think that everybody should have that one friend, that they can go to or whatever. But honestly, in relationships, your friends are not in that relationship. It's you and that other person. So if you can't talk to that person, or if you can't address if you can't communicate with that person, that's a sign that
See,
just
you took what I said and it made it from the
You took the wrong way.
I'm
going.
missing it.
You're
I'm
going
missing
down the wrong road, love.
Oh,
Wrong road,
okay, I'm
wrong
sorry,
road.
I'm
Turn
sorry,
around,
I'm
turn
sorry.
around.
Let me turn
We're on
around.
49, girl.
All
You
right.
on 10, girl.
Let it
We're
on.
we're on 45 and you on 59. I need you to come on back over here
Come
to
back.
16.
Come
Come on
back.
back.
16 is a big circle.
I need
I'm
you to
gonna
come
meet up with you out.
Take the bell way.
All right, go
Come on
ahead.
down the bell way.
Circles,
Come on, bell way.
circles,
I need you to come on
round.
back.
But no, what I'm saying, you're my best friend. Titan's my boyfriend. I'm gonna come to you, girl. Me and Titan going through this, going through that. What you think I should do? Before I just approach him, like, oh, babe, I'm just tired of you. Motherfucker, he gonna think I'm coming at him in some kind of
Let
way.
me give you the problem with
Like
that.
I'm coming at him wrong.
I understand what you're saying. That's human nature, the thing to
That's
do.
life.
But let me give you the problem with that.
What's the problem with
The
that?
problem with that is this.
What's the problem with that?
I'm having a great day today. You come to me with you and Titan's problem. I give you sound advice and the advice that you really should do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a horrible day today. You come to me with advice about you and Titan. I give you horrible advice. You take this into your relationship and you and Titan dismantle.
See,
See?
you took what I said and with
See,
what
no,
I
no,
said,
but
give
that's
me
just
your
that's
opinion
that's
before
my
I go with
opinion.
him.
But
But
that's
you
my
know, I'm not gonna just take. Okay, she told me to go off with him. No, nigga, I know
We're
damn
talking
my
about
relationship
it.
work.
We're talking about it. I'm just going to you because I need somebody to get it
Someone
off
else
my
advice.
chest.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I'm venting to
So
you.
I'm listening. I'm not really telling you what to do.
No,
Yeah.
we're venting.
Oh, okay, okay.
And you said, you know, we're venting.
You might give us your
That's the way to
opinion.
kind of lighten it up so I won't
Well,
go
y'all
so
are right. Y'all are
hard
right.
and heavy.
Y'all are right.
We're venting.
Y'all
That's
are right
all.
about that.
Okay.
But see, the thing about it is see, what I said was true though, because y'all know some friends will sit there and try to tell other people what to do in their relationship.
Let
And
me
then,
tell you, I ain't got them type of friends. My friends tell me straight up. I don't give a dang if they having a good day, bad day. They're going to be straight up with it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So, what do you guys think about these gay males? You know, they have a case going out. These gay males trying to adopt kids. They're adopting kids, and they want to have their names on the birth certificate.
Wrong.
whose name on the birth certificate?
The two guys. You know, when you're adopting a child, that child has lost, their parents have lost all right to them.
Lost
So
custody.
you know, so they have the right, or they want to
I
get the
think
right
that should,
to get
if they're going to truly parent and truly bring up the child, they
nurture the child.
nurture that child. I think that they should have the right to put their name on the birth certificate. If that once that child, and this is just how I feel about adopted children. I know a few of them, or whatever. Once that child gets to a certain age, and they want to find their parent, or because some people don't even want to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they come from. They don't even care to know, and some do. And once that child gets to a certain age, that parent should explain to them what happened and, you know, how they adopted them, how they came about. Once the child gets to a certain age, if they decide they want to find their people, then let them. If not, then no.
Me personally, I feel it would be so much better to keep the original parent's name on the birth certificate, simply because it gives that child the option to want to know who their parents are for the best of their ability.
Don't the adoption agency keeps those in their records?
They're supposed to.
And some of them do.
Okay. Well, I think that if I was going to adopt a child and my partner and I felt strongly about putting our name on the birth certificate, I would, for my personal self, take note of who the original parents are, and if my child gets to a point where they decide they want to know, they can ask.
Well, how? That is so twisted and funny. I don't even know how to really address that. I'm trying my best to pull it together. How would you do that? You would just put father and father?
I guess so.
Like, seriously.
I don't know.
I mean,
it would be. I didn't know it's happening on the news. I just
probably you do probably put father because people are nowadays.
I don't think it'll be there. I don't think it'll be there.
That's a part of the American family.
Oh, this is your birth certificate when you was first born. I don't think it's not like that. I think it's just something to give them proof that, okay, this is my child. It's just more than just the paperwork that I have.
I don't think they should do that. Because what if that relationship doesn't work out?
Right.
Of the two males. How you do that?
But once you legally adopt children, then once the relationship doesn't work out, just like in a regular marriage, the people have children. They have custodies, they have visitations, they have child support involved, all of that. So, all that goes into that.
That's a lot of shit going on, but I won't be involved in nothing like that.
Yeah, but as you can see, guys, we're having a great time here at the Late Night GAG. We will be back to discuss more interesting topics.
We're going to have to go back. We're going to have to